Welcome to Vacuum Wars. My name is Stephanie, and this is a special episode where we finally discuss the much-hyped DJI robot vacuum and why we don't have one yet. DJI is a major tech brand that's known for its groundbreaking drone technology, and it's growing to become a broader robotics company based in Shenzhen, China. DJI has been a world leader in drone technology for years now, and the prospect of a DJI robot vacuum is exciting for both robot and tech enthusiasts. Given DJI's massive success with drones, there is an expectation that their robots would be especially adept in navigation and obstacle avoidance, as well as in hardware and general performance. First, let's discuss the robots themselves. The DJI Romo series of robot vacuums has 3 members: the Romo S at the entry level, Romo A at the mid-level, and Romo P at the premium. These models range in list price from the upper end of mid-range all the way up to ultra-premium price tiers. The Romo P is the one getting the most online attention, and it is distinctive because of its almost completely transparent dock and robot body. The Romo's big selling point and the most anticipated aspect is its navigation and obstacle avoidance systems. The Romo uses a combination of fisheye lens cameras and dual transmitter solid-state LiDAR for mapping and avoiding obstacles, and there is a machine learning component that helps it recognize objects. The LiDAR is embedded in the robot, using a wide-angle window in the front. While there are a few key differences in the tech that keeps a drone from crashing into a tree at 20 miles per hour versus a robot moving around a cable in your living room, there is a lot of buzz around how the tech could overlap. And from what we have seen online from international reviewers, the Romo seems to be living up to some of those expectations. As far as its actual cleaning specs go, the Romo claims up to 25,000 pascals of official suction across the lineup, according to the spec sheets we were able to find. The main brush roller has 2 rubber brushes with a gap between them, similar to a design that we have seen on Roborock's brushes. It features 2 side brushes that adjust their speed to specifically avoid scattering debris during pickup. They all feature dual spinning mop pads, one of which can extend to the side for edge coverage. The base station for the premium Romo P has 2 cleaning solutions, one for actual cleaning and one for deodorizing, and it also uses a UV light to disinfect the dust bag. Apart from that difference, all 3 models heat the water for mop washing up to 60 degrees Celsius, which is 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and use high-pressure water jets and downward pressure on the mop pads to scrub them more vigorously. The robot's dustbin empties into a disposable bag in the dock and claims up to 200 days of debris storage. There are a few things we are a little skeptical about with this model based on some observations about the specs and what we've been able to find online. First, there seems to be a little bit of a cost-to-feature ratio problem. The height of the robot is 98 millimeters, even though its LiDAR is embedded. That's a little tall for a robot at this price point, especially when many competitors are working so hard to slim down their robots for access under low furniture. The threshold climbing is also fairly unremarkable. There is nothing available to indicate that it can climb more than the standard 20 millimeters. The model tries to offset this limit by offering an accessory ramp for climbing 40 millimeter thresholds, and DJI has specifically advertised that it will clean along thresholds as part of its obstacle recognition, so that it doesn't have to go over the thresholds as often. The mops don't lift much, if at all, and the fact that it doesn't leave the mop pads in the dock seems like a missed opportunity. This can make this model a little less attractive for homes with a lot of mixed hard floors and carpets. A big question we have is why the models themselves don't seem to vary much from each other. Apart from the few extras on the Romo P's base station, there doesn't seem to be much difference between the entry level and the premium, except for the aesthetic, even though there is a several $100 range between them. There might be something we're missing here, but it's really not obvious why there is such a price range in these models. This also brings me to a concern that we have about the design, which is whether or not the transparent dock and robot is such a good idea. We have worked with robot vacuums for a long time, and the base station's dustbin tends to get, well, dusty. It seems to us that this isn't something a user would want to see, so unless DJI has devised a way to prevent the insides from getting visibly dirty, the transparent aspect may not be to our preference. And finally, the reason we don't have a DJI Romo is simple. It's not officially supported in the United States, which is where we're based. DJI's drone products have faced increasing regulatory restrictions in the US related to communications hardware and security concerns, including FCC actions that effectively blocked new DJI drones from entering the market. While the Romo is not a drone, DJI has chosen not to launch in the US at this time. Some tech-savvy users have experimented with using VPNs or region workarounds on imported units, but that puts the product outside of our review standards. Our testing protocol is designed around products we can buy, test, and use exactly as intended. If and when DJI officially launches the Romo in the US, we'd be very interested in seeing how it performs in our tests. We buy all of our robots ourselves, and we test them using our independent protocol, so you know that all of our recommendations are based solely on our real opinions. You can see our top picks on our Robot Vacuum Top 20 list, which you can find on our website. Links are in the description, and don't forget to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you go. Thanks for watching.